A man touches the boss's secretary's butt, but instead of getting angry, the secretary is actually very happy. However, all of this is seen by their boss. The boss becomes very angry after witnessing it. As punishment, the boss orders Tom to work overtime that night. When Tom finally finished his work and was getting ready to go home, he saw that a man in a suit had shot his female boss. Seeing that, Tom became frightened and immediately ran away. He quietly returned to his desk, grabbed his phone and tried to call the police. But unfortunately, his phone was dead and out of battery. He had no other choice, so he hurriedly tried to charge his phone. As he turned around, he saw that his co-worker was lying dead beside him. When he stood up, he heard footsteps at the door. It turned out the killer had arrived at the scene. Fortunately, Tom managed to hide just in time, so the killer didn't see him, while the killer was dragging the corpse. Tom quietly slipped out and hid in the storage room. As he was speaking at the killer, suddenly the man turned and looked in his direction. Now the killer was slowly dragging the body toward him. It seemed like Tom was about to be caught, but suddenly the killer stopped and turned toward Tom's workstation. Actually, it was Tom's girlfriend who had called. The killer ended the call and started looking through the photos and names in the phone. From there, he realized that there was still someone alive in the company. Tom took advantage of the opportunity and ran away, but all the exits were blocked, so he was forced to hide in a room. As a last hope, Tom burned a piece of paper and threw it into the trash can, then knocked it over to attract the attention of people on the other side. When Tom saw that someone had noticed him, he started signaling frantically, like a madman, hoping they would call the police. But at that very moment, the killer smelled something burning. He immediately grabbed the fire extinguisher and ran toward Tom's room. Tom heard footsteps and was just about to run when he collided directly with the killer. But the killer ignored him, went straight into the room and quickly put out the fire. Then he signaled to the people in the building across the street that there was no longer any danger. Tom's plan to call for help had failed. He then quietly went to the server room and upgraded his keycard access. He also deactivated everyone else's cards. But just as he was about to do it, the killer came there looking for him.